Hello friends and welcome back to another art video. Today I am going to show how you can create this very easy Lord Shiva Mandala art, and as I draw along I am going to share a few stories of Lord Shiva along with you. First of all, for making the background of the art, all you need are some flowers. So over here I am going to take these vinca flowers and use them to create the background of the mandala art. So I am keeping a few flowers on a piece of paper, and using a toothbrush I am going to spray paint some colors. These are the acrylic colors, and once it dries off, remove the flowers so that you get this cool kind of background. Once the background dries up completely, you can use it and create any drawing that you want. And over here I am going to draw Lord Shiva's drawing, and this is a mandala art. I am using a black marker pen over here. Since it is the holy month of Sawan, I decided to create this Mahadev drawing, and now here is some more information about Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a part of the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Brahma is the creator and is represented by the earth. Vishnu is the preserver and is represented by the water. And Mahesh or Lord Shiva is the destroyer and is represented by fire. These three lords together carry forward the cycle of creation, preservation, destruction and recreation. And these three together symbolize nature's rule, which is everything that is created is eventually destroyed. Lord Shiva is also called Mahadev, which means the greatest of God. From wearing a tiger skin to smearing his body with ash, Lord Shiva is one of the unique gods who makes mistakes and learns from them, the one who dances with a free mind and leads a simple life. Here are some interesting stories about Lord Shiva. The first one is, why does Lord Shiva have a blue throat? Lord Shiva is also known as the Neelkantha, which in English means the god with the blue throat. It is believed that after a massive fight between the Devtas under the leadership of Lord Indra and the Asuras under the command of Bali, the Devtas lost badly. After the suggestion of Lord Vishnu, the Devtas formed an alliance of peace with the Asuras, and it was decided that both the teams would take part in Samudra Manthan, that is churning of the ocean, to release the Amrit, which is the nectar of immortality. The two sides divided into opposing teams, pulling at the snake king Vasuki wrapped around Mount Mandar as a coil. Before the elixir of life would came out some frothy kind of substance which was a very toxic poison, and this poison had the power to destroy the universe. Lord Shiva drank this poison to save the world, but before he could gulp it down, Goddess Parvati caught hold of his neck to avoid the poison from entering his body, so it remained in his throat, making it blue colored. This brings us to another story of Lord Shiva as to why he has a moon on his hairs or on his head. This is also somehow connected to this churning of ocean story. Lord Shiva is also called as Chandra Shekhara. Chandra means moon and Shekhara means crest or peak. So during this churning of ocean, when Lord Shiva had consumed the poison, his body temperature started rising, and it is believed that moon has a cool nature, and that is the reason why he placed the moon on his head, so that his body temperature would come down and it would be lowered. So this is the reason the moon is placed on his head. Coming to the story of why the river Ganges flows from the head of Lord Shiva. It is believed that once upon a time Bhagirath asked Lord Brahma to bring river Ganga down to earth to purify his ancestors' soul and to help them attain nirvana. Lord Brahma asked him to request Lord Shiva, as he could only break Ganga's fall. Ganga arrogantly flew down to earth, but Lord Shiva calmly trapped her in his matted locks and let her out in 7 streams. And so for this reason, Ganga flows from Lord Shiva's head. If you believe in Lord Shiva, then you must know that Lord Shiva is always covered in ash, and there is a story behind that as well. Once upon a time, there lived a sage who performed intense penance and became very powerful. He consumed only fruits and green leaves and came to be called Parnada. Once while cutting grass to repair his hut, he cut his finger, but instead of blood he saw sap of tree coming out. The sage thought that he had become so pious that instead of blood, sap was oozing through his body. Pride filled his mind, and he started shouting in joy that he was the most pious man in the world. Lord Shiva saw this, and in the guise of an old man asked the sage the reason for his delight. Lord Shiva, disguised as the old man, asked, "What is there to be so elated in this? It's just sap. But when trees and plants are burnt, they turn to ash. Only ash remains, which is surely the higher stage. To demonstrate it, Lord Shiva sliced his finger, and suddenly ash came out of it. The sage realized that it was Lord Shiva standing in front of him and prayed for forgiveness. It is believed that ever since then, Shiva wears ash to remind his devotees about this ultimate reality. Thus, this ash or vibhuti symbolizes detachment, dissolving of ego, and to connect with the divine. Ash is the ultimate reality of life, as one rises from it and ends in it. Now coming to the story as to why Lord Shiva has the third eye. Once Lord Shiva was sitting blissfully meditating, and during this time, Goddess Parvati came and playfully covered both his eyes with her hands. Immediately the entire universe plunged into darkness. There was chaos everywhere, and then with his divine power, Lord Shiva created a third eye in the center of his forehead. Fire emerged from his third eye, and he restored the light in the universe. There are many more interesting stories relating to Lord Shiva, but as the video is coming to an end, this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.